we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Now adjusting. That's caught. It's Alexander. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Commodores will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
Man, great effort by the defense there. They almost come up with the interception. The defender just couldn't get his foot back in bounds.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Third down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
QB's running around. It's normal nowadays. You see such good athletes at the quarterback position. But I'll tell you what, he better start sliding, too. Get some first downs, that's fine. Get some yardage, that's fine. Make sure you slide on the ground so you don't take too many licks like that.
Makes a move.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the back. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. That's caught. It's Hoskins. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll go to the ground. It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression, and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
On the run, it's Alexander. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Here's the pressure. They got him for the sack, and they'll get them all back after the 4th down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
To the air, it's Mateer. Snagged in the middle, it's Sategna. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup for 15.
Well, make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and the goodness...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Washington. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the edge, it's Ott. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown Sooners!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the shotgun, the inside give. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. gun, the inside give. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Commodores will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Got a man, it's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Might as well give it to him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sategna. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! lead and taking control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pressure coming. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Alexander. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Looking downfield, it's Pavia. The quick out. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle at Stowers. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right where there is.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Commodores racing to the line in a hurry up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. He breaks a tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. To the air, it's Pavia. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Dumps it to the back. The short hands, it's Alexander. Ball is loose. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hoskins. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And that is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Commodores will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Slithers into space. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Under fire. He'll take a shot. Touchdown Sooners! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Power football with the run. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Get this close, you got to go for it. They need inches on 4th down from the 10. Gets the back moving. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Caught behind the line. It's Young. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
To the air, it's Pavia. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Release to the back. Pulls it in. It's Newberry. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Looking downfield, it's Pavia. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch, it's Stowers. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Here we go. Acorn.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Leaves it with the back.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Fourth and goal now in the fourth quarter, down a couple scores. This ball needs to go to your best player on offense. Who's your best playmaker, be it a receiver, tight end, running back, that can win in space and get you this touchdown?
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Ott. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the seat, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And the Vanderbilt offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stowers. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Grab near the marker, it's Fitzgerald. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
To the wideout. Brought down on the play at the 11-yard line.
And the Commodores have this offense rolling. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Dillon.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together, get some good mojo going.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can choose that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Making side adjustments here. The play action fake. Looking to scramble. He makes a catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?